Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, here we go. Um, Maybe. I thought my dog heard somebody at the door. Okay, so plans for today. We're doing Azure DevOps once again. And trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. So this is AZ204's development course. Azure Developer Associate is what it's called, I guess. I've gotten this wrong pretty much every time I've mentioned it. I am on course 4. We're doing Azure Virtual Machines. And go to the course. Yesterday, the only exercise in the whole thing was deploying a website. That was easy. So um, then I went on to module 2. I did the test. I thought I did anyway. I thought I did. Did I not? Okay, maybe I didn't do the test. Could have swore I did the test last night. Oh, you know what? I probably didn't do. I don't think I hit the. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. Okay, so um, we have. Let's do the questions. Why not? Let's see where I'm at. All right. Regarding storage for the virtual machines, what is the minimum maximum numbers of virtual hard disks? I don't actually know the answer to this one. I'm pretty sure it's at least per CPU too. Zero minimum. How would you have a zero virtual? How would you have a zero virtual? If you have no hard disk on a VM, does it even work? That's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna go with 2 minimum. No, it can't be. I think you can have 1 minimum. I mean, if you get the cheapest one, right? So I would think it has to be that. I mean, you can go down to 1. Regarding storage for virtual machine, what is the minimum maximum number? Oh, no, it's 2. Because you get a disk that you don't have any access to, you can't use. That's right. Okay, it's Microsoft's thing. Okay, if you want to reduce the maintenance of your virtual machine storage, what type of disks should you set up? Want to reduce the maintenance of your virtual machine storage, what type of disks should you should semi-managed, managed, unmanaged? Um, Unmanaged. You know, I don't remember these questions. I went through the videos, but I don't remember these. If you, I'm gonna go with unmanaged. Why would we have to manage anything? Want to reduce the maintenance on your virtual machines. If you want to automate the deployment of Azure VMs in a programmatic fashion, what tools should you use? Okay, so I know you can do CLI, PowerShell. I don't know. I don't think it's Terraform. Azure Client SDK. Software Developers Kit. I don't know. It's a good question. I know these two are ways you can do it. You use scripts and stuff. There was a tool they don't have here. It's called Azure Manager or something like that. But I don't remember these items. Let's go with Azure Client SDK, maybe, because you can do it through programmatic. I don't know. What should you configure if you want to secure and control every network request coming in and out of your VMs? CDN. What virtual machine size should you choose if you want your plan to use them for model training and deep learning? Which virtual machine size should you choose if you want to use them for for model training and deep learning. Okay, model training. GPU. That's what it is. Okay. True or false? You cannot change the size of your VM. No, that's not. That's false. It's just problematic. You are planning on running a network appliance. I won't say problematic. Let's just say it's what they say, no simple task. No trivial task. That's right. You are planning on running a network appliance on a virtual machine. Which workload option should you implement? Planning on running a network appliance on a virtual machine. Which workload option should you choose? A network appliance. What is that? Like compute, storage, memory? No, let's go with general purpose. Now, I'm guessing I missed at least 2. Let's see how close to correct I am. 42. Yikes, I missed a lot. Okay, programmatically speaking, I guess CLI and PowerShell are another way to implement VMs. Apparently, in a programmatic fashion means actually writing out code, which means you'd probably use the SDK, which would be my mistake. I guess I misunderstood the question. This one, let's see. You are planning on running a network appliance on a virtual machine. Which workload? A network appliance. Is that compute optimized? Maybe it's compute optimized. Gosh dang it. All right, so I think I actually have. Let's go see what the notes say. Let's see if I took good notes. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to go see my, that's not my VM notes, that's my VM questions, which I get from these. Okay, size. See, general purpose, balance, CPU to memory, testing and development. Okay, so testing and development, small to medium databases, low to medium traffic servers, optimized, compute, network appliances, compute optimized. Okay, so that's compute optimized. It is not CDN, so I thought CDN was something networks, but I guess I probably should remember what CDN stands for. So it must be network something something. It's not load balancer. I know it's not a load balancer, but I just don't know what these stand for. Acronyms are not my specialty. So NSG, CDN, AZD, ADO. I know what that one is. Let's see. Is that it? Is that all my notes? It's probably not great notes because I don't have NSG. And I don't have CDN. Well, I should probably know what NSG. Thing is, it does tell you, oops. It does tell you where to go look, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to go look. So I know this one is, I figured this one out because I studied my notes, and this one is actually supposed to be compute optimized for network appliances. I'm trying to remember all the examples for each one of these. I know storage is like databases, or no, databases, not storage optimized. Memory optimized is like a relational database. And compute optimized is obviously network. Storage optimized. I don't actually know what storage optimized is. Storage optimized. High disk throughput, i.e. VMs running databases. Oh, so if they run databases, you want that. But if you're putting on a relational database, it's memory. So I guess it's for VMs. Okay, so, all right, so NSG CDN. I guess I got to know what an NSG is. I don't think, obviously I didn't take notes for it, so that's not great. Let's go back to here. So I obviously didn't take that test. So I don't know what I took. I took some kind of a test. Um, hmm. Test prep. So I must have done the backup. No, I don't know what that is, to be honest. I don't know what I tested. I must have been the previous module, module one. Because see, this one had mostly videos. This was just a valid. No, because I did the VM yesterday. I don't know. Whatever I did. What does it say to go study? Because I should probably go study it. All right, it says, try going back, checklist for creating an Azure virtual machine. You know, I put together that. Because see, that's right here. The checklist. Checklist. Network. Location. Each has a different size. Pricing. Storage. So there must have been more in the network category, because this just shows VM name and network. And I would imagine that this question here has to do with network, and I must have just not done that item. Ow, my back. Okay. I slouch too much. All right, so we're going to go ahead and find the checklist, which is what? Here we go, checklist. Okay.
Performing a migration of on-premise servers to Microsoft Azure requires planning and care. You can move them all at once, or more likely in small batches, or even individually. Before you create a single VM, you should sit down and sketch out your current infrastructure model and see how it might map to the cloud. Let's walk through a checklist of things to think about.
All right, here's the checklist.
Start with a network.
Now, I know they do the network. I already wrote this. Let's go.
Private connectivity between Azure virtual machines and other Azure services. VMs and services that are part of the same virtual network can access one another. By default, services outside the virtual network cannot connect to services within the virtual network. You can, however, configure the network to allow access to the external service, including your on-premises servers. This latter point is why you should spend some time thinking about your
I was
network
looking at the text.
configuration. Network addresses and subnets are not trivial to change once you have them set up. And if you plan to connect your private company network to the Azure service,
Network
you will want to make
addresses
sure
are not
consider the
trivial.
topology before
You
putting
can
in
change the
VMs.
size easier, I guess.
When you set up a virtual network, you specify the available address spaces, subnets, and security. If the VNet will be connected to other VNets, you must select address ranges that are not overlapping. This is the
By
range of
default, there is
private
no
addresses
security
that
boundary
VMs
between
and services
subnets,
within
so
networks can use.
services
You
in
can
each of
use
these
unroutable
subnets can
IP
talk to one
addresses
another.
such as 10.
However, you can set up a network security group. That's what NSG is.
172.16.0.0/12 or 192.168.0.0/16, or define your own range. Microsoft Azure will treat any address range as part of the private VNet IP address space if it is only reachable within the VNet, within interconnected VNets, and from your on-premises location. If someone else is responsible for the internal networks, you should work with that person before selecting your address space to make sure there's no overlap, and to let them know what space you want to use, so they don't use the same range of IP addresses. After deciding the virtual network address spaces, you can create one or more subnets for your virtual network. You do this to break up your network into more manageable sections. For example, you might assign 10.1.
I don't suppose CDN is even a thing on here, right? Or is that just a different thing that I need to get right? Nope.
10.3.0.0 to SQL Server VM.
Okay,
Please note that Microsoft
hold on, I gotta do a
Azure
quick,
reserves the first 4 addresses and
quick
the last addresses of each
bio
subnet
break.
for its
Hold on
use.
just a moment.